there, and welcome to another episode of Kitchen Safari. And on today's episode, we are going to be making goat biryani. Na kwenye quick fix, tutakuwa tunatengeneza mixed berry smoothie. We are here at South Sea, where we are going to be doing shopping for the ingredients that we need, and also get some fresh goat meat, and get to the kitchen and get to the cooking part of it. Remember to let us know where you're watching us from, and also suggest the favorite recipes you'd want me to try in the kitchen. I am your host, Kush Tracy. Let's get to shopping. Habari, uko salama? Amazing. Naona mko na nyama very fresh. Nataka mbuzi kilo 1.5. Yes. Part mzuri yenye ni soft. Ni mkono ndio inakuanga mzuri? Haya, ni katie hiyo yenye ni mzuri. Ya kutengeneza biryani. Ni sawa. Nataka nyanya. Nyanya utatupatia tu bado hiyo. Inaitwaje? Hiyo moja. Nataka hoho.
Hoho ya ngapi?
I think nataka hoho 3. Za green. 3 za
yellow.
2 ya yellow na 2 ya red.
Red 2 pieces.
Yellow 2 pieces. Nataka garlic. Umeandika garlic? Garlic, sijui mnapimaje? Tupatie 4 because we'll need a lot of garlic. Garlic 4 pieces. Tunataka waru. Alright, we are here in the kitchen. You've seen we did a bit of shopping, and I told you today we are going to be making some goat biryani, and on the quick fix we are going to be making some mixed smoothie. So as you can see, everything is pretty much prepped. The idea was I'm gonna run this once I've prepped everything, so it's gonna be, you know, throw it in, get it done, and within an hour or so we should be completely done and ready to eat. So I'm gonna talk about a few of the ingredients that I have, and as you can see, we have a lot of multi-purpose household products from Canstel Plastic Industries, who are part of our sponsors, and we're going to be using and putting their products into the test. And as usual, we've been doing this, and clearly they have amazing products. So this is the rice I'm going to be using is a basmati rice, a long grain. It's already washed and ready to go. And my water, by the way, nilikuwa nimekelea maji yangu ya mchele, and it's getting a bit hot, so we're just going to get started with this as we go. These pots are from Signature, also part of Canstel Industry Limited, and you can always get them. They are so good when it comes to cooking because you get to have your food evenly cooked, and who doesn't like well-cooked food, you know? But anyway, so we're going to put in our rice and let this cook as we progress. I know you're wondering what's in between my pot over here, and I want to assure you, up and down, I don't want to use that. I have another makeup. So kwanza, we are going to mix our rice. I'm going to take some oil. Okay, oops, just put in a bit of oil and close that up. By that, this is also from Canstel Industries. So if you're looking for bottles to put your oil or your sauces, they have a variety. And also in my rice, I'm going to throw in some of these cinnamon sticks. So we're going to have that. And some black peppers. Hizo vitu nimerusha ndani ni black pepper. And I'm just going to throw these ones in. Tunarusha hapo ndani. There we go. And I'll just do a bit of salt. A bit of salt. And I'm going to mix that. I'm just going to do this and let it cook. Hiyo tumemalizana nayo, tunaweka kando. We're just going to lower the heat, and remember we are here at the Pneumatic Kitchen Appliances. This specific location is located along Mombasa Road at the Keliko Complex. And if you're looking to get and renovate your kitchen, they have quality, elegant, state-of-the-art equipment. They can upgrade your kitchen. And as you can see, these amazing worktops, they are just super legit and they're really dope. As in, if you're looking for elegance, they got you. And if you want to upgrade and get a hood like this one, just in case you're cooking and there is a lot of moshi moshi kwa nyumba yako, you just turn it on. That is on, then that way. It's a hood. So it's gonna come down and take away all the smoke, so your house stays fresh, especially if you have an open kitchen or just a kitchen and you just don't have enough ventilation in your house. Definitely something you need to look up to, and you can always just do a walk in any of their, their showrooms and just see what they have. They have really nice dope sinks and really nice inbuilt microwaves, whatever you're looking for, they got you in terms of kitchen appliances. The other thing, I know you're wondering what's here. So these are my potatoes. They're already done a few bunches. So we have a bit of this that is still cooking, and I think they're actually almost ready. So I'm just about to remove them. And I'm going to put them here with the rest of this. So what I did is I just got potatoes, diced them up, clean them to remove the excess starch, and you throw in a bit of food color. If you don't have, you can always go for turmeric just to give them that high yellow color. Then you throw them in the oil and fry them to get that crunchy outside feel whenever you're eating them, as we're making our goat biryani today. So potato zetu ziko tayari. We are going to remove them. because I'm going to use this middle cooker to start off now my goat biryani. So that is done. That is done. Our goat is here. So msishangae ni nini, our goat is here, our onions are here. So all you have to do is just slice them up into thin slices, then you fry them. And use the same oil to fry your potatoes as you go. The other thing I'm going to be using is my mix of garlic and paste, freshly made. The other thing I have is some cilantro, aka dhania, and I also have some green bell pepper and yellow bell pepper and some mint leaves mixed together. And then this is going to be my sauce, which is tomato paste and some carrots as well. And of course, we need the milk. So this is lala. We're going to be using, this is sweetened, although you can use unsweetened, or you can also use yogurt if you prefer. So I'm going to get rid of this and bring in the next pot, and we get to the cooking. I almost forgot, but you know, we gotta rep the brand Kitchen Safari. It is, and Katie Cooks is on the pot, so coming back with my big pots. Najua kuna mtu anasema hiyo sufuria kubwa ndio ingekuwa ya mchele, carbs on the bigger part. Lakini lazima this stew, we need to cook it with love. So we're going to be using our biggest signature pot to do this. And we're going to let it get hot. And as you saw, this was my pilipili. So what I did is I ended up putting a bit of carrots, some kitungu, that is onion, some tomatoes, a few chilies, and some cilantro, and I just fried it and let it cook for a while. And the only thing left is to blend this, and pilipili yetu iko ready. So we're gonna just be doing things here and there as we go. As I said, once you're used to being in the kitchen and to cook for a lot of people, you get used to multitasking and just doing things together. So I'm going to start off with our mix of garlic and some ginger paste. Hii tumefanya fresh from scratch. Tutarusha hapo ndani. And I'm going to put in some oil because I need to be generous. Nitatoa tu hiyo kifuniko. And I'm going to put that in. We're going to let that cook. So we let that cook for a while. All right, so our garlic and ginger paste is a bit fried, and since it's going to keep on cooking, we're going to take in our goat meat and we're going to throw it inside so that we can have that crispy sort of, you know, feel in the meat. And what I did, I know you're wondering, why is my goat meat looking this way? It's not looking red. What I did is I did a bit of boiling because I wanted to make this process very short, right? So sometimes njia za panya unapita mapanya route, hiyo ndo kitu nilifanya. So I just boiled the meat in just a bit of water and our meat is good to go. So we're going to get this done and let it fry for a while before we bring in our spices and the rest of the ingredients. Stew yetu almost done. That is what we wanted it to look like. As you can see, the oil is already separating from the sauce. Then right about now, this is when I'm gonna throw in my maziwa lala. And I'm going to put it like that. Everything, I had 1 liter. As I said, I'm making food that is much. It's going to be eaten by quite a number of people. So I'm making it to the max I can for today. Then I'm going to throw in my potatoes. I'm going to have that. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in my onions. I know nilishanga tulianza bila onions, but don't worry, I got you. So we're going to do that. And the next thing, we're just going to mix it and give it around 10 minutes and our food is ready. So we're going to do that. Let it cook for a while. Then we are good to go. So our rice is almost ready. So before that, I'm just going to add in a bit of food color, and I'm just going to throw in just randomly, and then we're going to let it cook so that it can have that color which you normally see for biryani. So we're just going to throw in a little bit of that, a little bit of that, so that it gets to the bottom. A little bit of that, a little bit of that, and somewhere here. I think we will be good to go. I just did a bit, and yeah, there we go. So we're going to let it continue cooking, and before that, I'm just going to add in some of this caramelized onions inside there for the flavor and taste. So we're going to do a bit of that, and since it's almost ready, I can still garnish it as well, and just leave it for a bit. There we go. Here. We are finally done. Our biryani ya mbuzi iko tayari. Our rice is ready, and as I said, I was making some chili, and this is my special chili sauce. And earlier on, I had made some fresh homemade kachumbari, so we're going to have that as well. So it's about that time we get into the plating business for today. Biryani, so there we go. Our biryani is ready, looking yummy, smelling delicious. So good, so good. So that is ready, and our rice is also ready. So I'm just going to do a bit of this. And, ooh, there we go. So I'm going to add more of our onions so that we can make it so flavorful. And I'll add more of this as well. And something I like to add is some raisins to make it sweet and tasty. And you know, it's just Katie cooks manenos. On Kitchen Safari, you're going to learn a lot of secrets that I use to make my own food. So stay here, stay tuned. Each week, we teach you something new. So once that is ready, I'm going to plate it. So we're going to take some of this. We're going to take the onions. We're going to try and design a bit of something here as we're doing this. Right? So we're going to do a bit of that. We're going to make a sinkhole in the middle. Then we're going to try to balance this out. You know, presentation is key as well when it comes to cooking. Try your best. Do something. So we're going to do that. We're going to bring in some of our raisins and onions. And once we have that, it's going to make a sinkhole. There we go. And then we're going to bring in our sauce, our goat biryani. So we're going to throw it in the middle. Some potatoes and a lot of meat. I'm going to do that. Put some sauce on it. I'm going to try to get more meat. There we go. And once that is done, we're going to add a bit of onions on the side. And of course, this you can eat 2 people by the way. We're going to do a bit of kachumbari. This doesn't have chili, but you can always put chili if you are a fan of chili. Well and good. If not, sawa. Then we're going to have chili on one side. You know, everyone has a different type of a taste bud, so we're going to have a bit of that. And actually, just close up this gap. I'm going to do a bit of that. And feed our onions on the side. And we have that. Then I'm going to garnish it with a bit of cilantro. So I'm going to look for one cute one. But it's not hopeless. This one looks good. It's Katie Cooks Manenos here on Kitchen Safari, where we get to try out all your favorite recipes. So it's about that time where your girl gets to taste what she has made. Hey, nakwambia, the smell here is so smellagacious. Is there anything like that? Right? I'm just going to get a bit of that and oh, naniweka pilipili. Sisi watu wakafilifili. Hey, onion lazima. Fishy. I'll live it. Hey. And right about now, we are going to move on to quick fix, where I get to show you how to whip up something simple within a few minutes. And today we are going to be making a smoothie, which is mixed very with a bit of banana and some chia seeds. And it's gonna be delicious. So let's move on to quick fix. All right, so it's time for us to get into the quick fix. And on today's quick fix, we are going to be making a mixed berry smoothie. I'm going to be showing you how to do it, and it's super simple. Fruits are good for your health as long as they are natural. They have good fiber, potassium from the bananas we're going to be using today. These I've already peeled them, and we're going to be using some milk. And remember, if you are lactose intolerant, you can always opt for lactose-free milk, or you can use plant-based milk or any other form of milk. E.g., we have soy milk, we have oat milk, we have almond milk, we have cashew nut milk, we have we have milk. So just find your favorite milk, and we're going to be using some chia seeds as well as you're making this. So pneumatic things are gone. We are going to bring out our socket. So if you're looking to upgrade your kitchen and you want one of this installed where it goes down and comes up, hallelujah, that is also gist. You can check out pneumatic kitchen appliances, and if you've been meaning to get yourself a power blender to use at home, you can always get yourself a signature brand, which is super powerful and really reliable. So I'm going to be starting by putting in my mixed berries. We're using some blueberries, some raspberries, and some what am I saying? Blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. Yes, my favorite fruit. We're going to put that, then we're going to throw in our 2 bananas. That is going to help with thickening it. And we're going to throw in our milk. 1 glass is good to go. And then we are going to throw in 2 spoons of chia seeds, and we are good to go. Then lock it up. And the next thing, voila, look at that color. Beautiful. So we're going to make it super smooth. Right. What we've made, and I can assure you, you are definitely going to love it. So make sure you try this on your quick fix when you are in a rush, or you're trying to get somewhere, or you're just trying to make something super delicious to comfort you at home. I just hit the packs. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Kitchen Safari. Of course, I'll be seeing you next week, same time, same place. And we are going to be making super many more delightful recipes. Be sure to let us know what are some of the recipes you want to see Katie Cooks trying here in the kitchen. From me to you, God bless you. See you next week, same time,